A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a significant ruling, the United States Supreme Court has declined to intervene in a contentious Mississippi law mandating age verification for users of social media platforms. This decision, made on Thursday, allows the law to take effect while a legal challenge from the trade group NetChoice, which represents major tech companies including Meta and Alphabet, is pursued in lower courts. The Mississippi law requires social media platforms to verify the ages of their users and obtain parental consent for minors. The law has sparked controversy, with critics arguing that it infringes on free speech rights protected by the First Amendment. Justice Brett Kavanaugh, in a statement regarding the court's order, acknowledged that the law is likely unconstitutional, but noted that NetChoice had not met the necessary standards to block the law at this early stage of the case. Paul Taskey, co-director of the NetChoice Litigation Center, expressed disappointment over the Supreme Court's decision, labeling it an unfortunate procedural delay, but remained optimistic about the ultimate outcome of their legal challenge. The Mississippi law was passed unanimously by the state legislature, driven by concerns over the impact of social media on the mental health of children. It requires platforms to obtain express consent from a parent or guardian before allowing a minor to create an account and mandates that platforms make commercially reasonable efforts to verify user ages. Violations of the law can lead to civil penalties of up to $10,000 and potential criminal penalties under Mississippi's Deceptive Trade Practices Law. Previously, U.S. District Judge Halil Suleiman Ozerdan had blocked the enforcement of the law against some members of NetChoice, including major platforms like Meta, Snapchat, and YouTube. However, the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals lifted this temporary block, allowing the law to proceed. This case marks the first time the Supreme Court has been asked to consider a social media age verification law, raising critical questions about the balance between protecting children and safeguarding free speech. The law's requirements are more expansive than a recent Supreme Court ruling that upheld a Texas law mandating age verification for access to sexually explicit material. Justice Clarence Thomas, writing for the court's conservative majority, previously stated that such requirements do not violate free speech rights, as they serve to protect children from harmful content. In contrast, the Mississippi law applies to all social media users, not just those accessing explicit material. NetChoice argues that the law unconstitutionally restricts access to information and creative content, asserting that parents have alternative tools, such as web browser parental controls, to monitor their children's online activities. As the legal battle unfolds, the implications of this ruling could set a precedent for how age verification laws are implemented across the United States, potentially reshaping the landscape of social media use and free speech rights in the digital age. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.